Can you imagine going to another country to fight for its sovereignty and independence? Our today's guest did exactly that. Hi, my name is Diana, and today I'm talking to a foreign volunteer defending Ukraine. Today, every foreign fighter in Ukraine knows that they are often targeted with doxing. That's why our today's guest decided to stay anonymous. They just don't want to be explaining to their family and friends why they are receiving threats. Also, unfortunately, the sound quality is not the best in this video because our guest is speaking from a combat position. So I recommend turning on the subtitles. I added them manually. Can you introduce yourself, your name or nickname, whatever you prefer, and where you are from and what you are doing in Ukraine right now?
Yeah, so my call sign is French. I'm not as Frenchy for the final. Ukraine know me as French. I'm 34 years old and I'm in Ukraine for almost 3 years now. I'm currently in the 25th Airborne Brigade to the Best Pilot Battalion, second company, pilot FPV. My job is to fly FPV. We work around the Pokros region. My goal is to stop them advance and support the infantry the best way possible. Basically flying FPV into the PIDA, most likely.
What made you come to Ukraine in the first place? You knew obviously it's a very dangerous place to be. You're not expected to fight because this is not your country, but still you made a decision to go. So what compelled you to?
The reason I stay are two different reasons, but at first, this is the first war we have on our territory in Europe, right? And Ukrainian people fight for democracy, liberty. So it was like I came to help. I had the skill set, prior experience and everything, and this was like important for me to come, at least to come and see what's going on. So when I came, well, I just wanted to help, to be honest. This is like the same answer, like the cheesy answer everybody gonna give you. We wanted to help, find a way. I didn't have like a bad life or anything, didn't try to get a second chance in life. I just came because I wanted to help.
That's my next question, I guess. At first, you wanted to help and come and see what's going on and help, but then you stayed for such a long time. So what made you stay?
You meet people, you work with them, you sleep, you cry, sweat, blood with them. So I can go back to my good life and they have to stay because I work with Ukrainian, I'm in Ukrainian brigade, mostly working with Ukrainian. So I'm gonna let them behind and I'm gonna go home, have a good life. Now I tried to break for 2 weeks, go I was in Lviv, ready to go back to my life, and I couldn't just wake up and I couldn't get myself to get to the bus to leave. I was like, I just called, can I go back? So yes, of course you can come back. So yeah, that's just too hard. Hey, those guys Ukrainians are like super welcoming people. They are my co-pilot. I only work with them. His wife cooking for me. So I cannot just bring myself to leave them behind like that. That's the reason why I stay. And I want to see the victory. I've been injured. I've been working here for so long. I want to see the end of it. I just don't want to miss it. I just love the country and the people, to be honest.
Um, so the question that I always ask, but this time I changed it a little bit. The question that I always ask is, what was the hardest moment on or off the battlefield in Ukraine? But this time I want to hear not only about your hardest moment, but also about the best moment, like funniest moment.
I think the best moment is yet to come because it's going to be the victory. But I have you have like shit ton of good moments. It's like the little things, because I speak a little Ukrainian and have some weird word. I just give like random name to everybody. You have the Titi man, you have the Kaban, Debil, Debil. So some kind of name. So every time we see each other, we call by this name, and when we actually thought they was dead. So and they came back and on the radio. They knew I was the one with the radio because I was the only one to stay behind. So the call sign they call on the radio by the names I called. It was such a release for us to know they was alive. And at the same time, everybody was repeating the name on the radio, the Muffin Man, the Muffin Man, the Muffin Man. It was like it on all the radio. It was like such a great moment. And to hear their voice on the radio was such a great moment. A funny moment too because they use the call sign I give them instead of the real call sign they have, which is like a little stupid name. Such a great moment. You wanted the baddest moment, I guess.
Yeah, the worst moment as well.
Like, so basically, we fight in cities, right? And
Hmm.
the civilians still there. There are civilians who refuse to leave the city, right? Because they are most of the time it's babushkas. They don't want to leave. They,
Oh yeah.
so you have like a basement near to the house, this babushka, and she was like coming every day to give us some food. She was supporting the troops as much as she can. And I try every day to convince her to leave. If you're gonna have a vehicle coming for you, just leave, just go away, take your dog and go away every day for at least like 3 weeks. It was my end of rotation. The last day we got caught, so everything got zeroed, and unfortunately she died. It broke me down. She was like such a great person. Civilian died is always like something really hard for me. It's really fucking hard because they don't make a difference, and sometimes it targets them on purpose. Like you have recently we have like on the road like civilian trying to escape the the city and got burned up by FPV like intention. Like 100% it was intentional. Oh yeah, this is hard. This is the hardest part. Civilian. This babushka. I don't know her name. I could never say to reach to her family to say anything, but she really helped us. She was like cooking for us, caring for us. It's really hitting you from the inside because there is nothing you can do about it.
And
But
I
yeah,
would say
that's the
a lot of civilians they refuse to leave their homes to evacuate. And then later, as the front approaches, other people have to risk their lives to save those civilians. Uh, and it makes some people angry. But yeah, some of those people that decide to stay, they just have nowhere to go,
Yeah,
unfortunately.
that's the thing. That's what she was saying. So I have nowhere to go. I don't know what's gonna be. I know what it is here. I don't know what it will be when I leave this city. Because she grew up in the countryside. She was like, I don't know the city. I don't know anybody.
What did you think the war would be like before you came, and how
I think
that view changed?
I came really confident on my skill and everything. I have no idea how hard it's gonna be. Like, like in the other military, we have air support, we have vehicle, we have everything, and we mostly fighting inferior power. You know. Like you have like one of us, like against five, we're gonna say Taliban because it's most simple example I have in mind. Now we're fighting powerful army, full prepared, real soldier with a lot of resources, more than we can have. So yeah, there's nothing like that. I was scared shitless first mission until I think like the fifth mission because I was in infantry and assault was like super tough, super tough. No, I was not prepared at all. Physically, I was prepared. Mentally, not at all. Crazy. It's crazy. To be honest, like it's really crazy. Like the drone threats is crazy. That's why I went to drone because I was like, I'm done with it. Going to drone is too much for me right now. I got injured too, so yeah, no. I think there is no, no equal to this war right now. Technology wise, this is insane. It is insane.
Like you say, you can be
I,
physically prepared, you can be physically fit, but you cannot prepare yourself to witness all the death and destruction.
yeah, this is crazy. This is really I don't even know what they want from it because if they take it, there is nothing. They just zero everything. They flatten everything. There is nothing to to conquer. They burn down everything. Like the only desolation and death. You know, like you want the city, just take it. Go ahead, rebuild it. It's gonna take you like years. There is no way you're gonna have. They flatten everything. Everything. This is crazy.
So, what do you want people watching this to take away? What do you want to say to the world?
To
And
the
usually,
world.
I make my content in English because my audience is mainly Western Europeans and Americans, and a lot of these people don't even keep on track with the news, and
Yes,
they
yeah.
then don't know what's going on. So, what will you say to those people?
The news, the update. There is no much update. They're working slowly. They advance so really slowly. We're still holding a line pretty well. They didn't make big progress since Pokrovsk. We winning territory in other region. We're still fighting, kicking really hard. What I want to say to people is like I know there is also war going on and everything, but please don't forget about us. Just watching this, like just think about us a little bit, make your own ID. Don't listen to your own ID. The way, don't listen to the news only, watch, watch by yourself. There is many sources of information in internet. Try to find a good one. Watch this one. Yeah, just don't forget about us. We're still fighting. This is going on. We, um, we need your support in every way. Like, not, I won't ask for money or anything, but just watch. Don't forget about us. Just that.
Thanks for watching until the very end. It's very important for me to show to the world that the war doesn't just happen online, it happens to people.